Today I want to show you the big difference between your first run and your last run in autocross. In your first run, you have a lot of things working against you. You're not really familiar with the course because you haven't run it yet. The track might be cold and dirty, and also your tires aren't warmed up yet, so they're not quite as grippy as they should be. So it's natural to see your times improve as you get more familiar and everything gets warmed up. Well, in this case, my first time would have put me in 44th place out of 92 cars, but luckily my last run of the day, my quickest one, moved me up to 17th. So from 44 to 17th throughout the day. So here's a side-by-side of my first run of the day and my fastest run of the day. And I'll break down where I cut time in every sector. The first section was very short and very sharp. You'll notice on my sixth run that I hugged the inside cone a lot tighter. And got to this cone slightly quicker. On my first run, you'll notice I'm being lazy and pointing with my nose around the cones. Where on the sixth run, I'm waiting until I get just next to the cone to start turning sharply. This keeps my line a lot tighter. And you can see I make it to this cone quite a bit sooner. On this long sweeper, you'll notice on my sixth run that I'm pushing it a lot harder and the car's kind of drifting outwards, which sets me up pretty well for the next section. On the upcoming hairpin, you'll notice on the first run that I don't hug the inside very tight, and then through the S-turn, I don't really push it. You can hear me letting off the gas. And at the last cone, I end up on the inside line. You'll notice in my sixth run that I hug this hairpin a lot tighter and get through it a lot quicker. And at the final cone, I'm pushing the car so much harder that I drift toward the outside line. I'm about to enter another hairpin. You'll notice on the first run that I go a little too deep and make it a longer turn. Notice on the sixth run that I enter it with a lot more speed and hug it a lot tighter, trying to get through that turn as quickly as possible. It's a very low speed turn. Taking a short line here allows me to get through a slow feature much more quickly. And you can see by the end of the slalom, I've made up a lot more ground. And in the final sweeper, you'll notice in the first run that I go a little bit too wide and round out the turn too much. Where in the sixth run, I take a shorter line by hugging the inside, and I push the car really hard and let it fade outwards toward the last cone. Again, those runs were the difference between 44th place and 17th place. So a really big difference. It's natural throughout the day to get warmer and faster as you learn the track and everything warms up. So take your time, progress. Don't try to set the fastest lap on your first run when everything is cold and you're not ready. Be sure to check out my other videos, and thanks for watching.